That's a good question. I
Thank you.
mean,
Thank you.
I grew up in Colorado, the youngest of three. And so really for the first 10 years of my life, my brother and sister beat me at everything. Like the 5K run, they were a better skier, mountain biking, hiking, they were faster than me. So I think it was, really in that first 10 years of life for me that I learned the calculus. Like if I'm ever going to be better than my brother and my sister at anything, like I got to show up before them. I got to stay later. I got to put in more effort. And that's really sort of, carried me through my whole life, whether it be football, skiing, building a nonprofit or a for-profit, or now leading the X Games.
I mean, it's a lot, it's a lot. Okay, so your resume is long. It's like a scroll, like a papyrus scroll. I'm going to try and condense, but it's pro skier, Olympian, business mogul, NFL player. Most people can't even conceive of achieving all of that, but we don't stop there because let's add the CEO of the X Games. Are you on too much coffee? Like, what is it that drives you? What's happening?
No, I mean, life is brief, right? And I've just always had the mindset of try to, attack everything I possibly can. And I guess at the core of my being, I'm, sort of an experience junkie. I just want to experience as much as I can while, during my life. And so, yeah, I rarely say, no to things. I have a strong bias towards saying yes and trying to figure it out and fit things into a already pretty busy schedule. But, it's an awesome responsibility to lead and run just really the most iconic brand in action sports. The X Games been around for 30 years. And it's really, sort of, helped to set youth culture, along with, create the athletes like Tony Hawk and Shaun White and Travis Pastrana and some of the most iconic athletes of all time.
I grew up with watching the X Games, and I'm not an athlete, so I'd be like pretending to watch, and I know all those names. I'm very proud. Now, of all the jobs you've ever had, I'm sure the one you're most proud of is being a dad. So how has that changed your perspective on things, even just a little? Is it like less sleep? Maybe that's it?
For sure. I have a 4 and a 2-year-old, so a lot less sleep.
Got it.
But yeah, it's the best journey of life. Skiing was amazing. Being an Olympian was cool, and getting drafted to the National Football League. Those were my two biggest sort of childhood dreams. But life is so interesting because it's really fatherhood that surpasses all of that, and it's not even close. Like to be a dad to a beautiful daughter and a beautiful son, and be at this magical phase of life where they're just so pure, the purity of a 4 and a 2-year-old. So I'm really enjoying it. It's also a great responsibility to curate the growth of two young kids. But yeah, we're loving it.
It's going to be hard for those kids to be like, I can be as good as dad. It's going to be so hard. Now, Jamie, this month's Denver Life magazine features Jeremy. What do you want readers to take away from the piece?
Well, I think Jeremy is such an incredible human being. And so, first and foremost, it's inspiring as could be.
Right.
And not only Jeremy, but just people in Colorado that grew up here and the amazing things they're doing in this particular issue. Just men with amazing skills and accomplishments. So.
Amazing. Promote that all. Jeremy, I want to touch upon actually your nonprofit. It's Wish of a Lifetime from AARP. Can you share more about that and what you did to start it and what it means to you?
Yeah, I started Wish of a Lifetime almost 20 years ago, and it was really started with this idea that 80, 90, and 100-year-old people are such treasures in our world, and sometimes aren't treated that way. I had such an amazing relationship with my grandparents. In fact, my grandfather was my very first ski instructor,
Oh, wow.
and he would throw these little miniature-sized candy bars down the mountain, and I would go ski and eat them.
I could have skied then.
Yeah, for sure, especially for like a 3-year-old that I couldn't eat candy in the household because my mom was such a health oriented mom. So I just think, that generation is remarkable and exceptional. And I saw through my travels of the U.S. ski team, other cultures, other societies treat them very different with a level of reverence and respect that I just didn't see a lot in our country. And so Wish of a Lifetime, we aim to grant lifelong wishes to folks in their 80s, 90s, and 100s. We have granted thousands of wishes and are now granting almost one wish per day, and joined forces with AARP in 2019 to expand our sort of cause around the nation in a bigger way. So it's been an incredible journey. We just get to meet the most remarkable human beings.
That's amazing. You're doing such a mitzvah. I'm Jewish, but that's such a mitzvah what you're doing, honestly. Now, Jamie, what else can we find in Denver Life magazine?
Well, there's more details on Jeremy, so it's a must read.
Yes.
You just have to. And then we are doing our usual, so cocktail recipes, places to dine, other amazing men locally, and a little bit of fashion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Little mix.
Yeah.
I love that very much. All right, so I want you to pick up September's men's issue of Denver Life magazine. Thank you so much, Jeremy. You are
Pleasure.
a hard one to follow. I don't know how you do
Thank
it all.
you.
Good for you.
Thank you both.
Absolutely. It is Denver's Life magazine. It features an interview with Jeremy Bloom. It's available right now. It's going to be at King Soopers, Safeway, Barnes & Noble, or Tattered Cover. Or if you can't wait, subscribe right now online. Denver.